All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon. Man, Gervonta Davis is not going to be able to come back down to 135 pounds as things are moving and shaking in the 140-pound division. Let's talk about Gervonta Davis, Shakur Stevenson, Pitbull Cruz, and Lamont Roach in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon. In this video, we're going to be in the 135 and 140-pound division, where I am finally going to agree with my detractors about Gervonta Davis, as it appears that regardless of what he does with Jake Paul, there won't be any returning to the 135-pound division. Most likely, he is going to have to go to the 140-pound division to continue his sojourn through his career. Before I get into the details, though, let me welcome you back to the channel. If you are new to the channel, please accept my invitation to hit the subscribe button. Hit that bell icon, and also thank you to everybody that supports in the super thanks of videos like this. It's a little $ where you leave your comment. Please leave a comment if you can. If you can't, leave a super thanks. It is a great way to support channels that you enjoy, that really come with honest, straightforward boxing content. But let's get into this, man, because there is life after this Jake Paul exhibition with Gervonta Davis. Many people in the boxing world are throwing fits, or had been throwing fits a few weeks ago, when Gervonta had announced that he would be fighting Jake Paul in, I believe it's coming up in just about a month, or a little bit less than a month, and that he would not be, at least immediately, he would not be rematching Lamont Roach. So people went all up in arms. Shout out to my guy, Big Dog Willie, who even right now is claiming that Gervonta Davis is going to go try to fight in WWE or something like that when he gets done with Jake Paul. But the truth of the matter is that Gervonta Davis is coming back to boxing. He's always said that he's coming back to boxing. He said he's going to run off, get this bag real quick, and he'll be right back. Well, as you see, the 135-pound WBA, the WBA, where he holds his 135-pound championship, has not stripped him. They said that they were going to look into it if he had not rematched Lamont Roach, but nothing ever really came of that. So as of right now, he still has his 135-pound title. But I'm telling you, the way that things are panning out, I don't think he's going to go back down to the 135-pound division. I think he's going to go to the 140-pound division, where really and truly all the smoke is there. Add to it the fact that when he fights Jake Paul, he's going to be fighting Jake Paul at a higher weight than he would necessarily be fighting guys at 135 pounds. You're probably not going to see him drain down for the fight. I don't think he's going to bulk up at all. But usually when guys play with their weight and they go up and allow themselves to fight at a higher weight or fight people at a higher weight classes, and especially guys who are at 30 years old, you know, your body holds on to that weight and it's not quite as easy to get rid of it. So the combination of that, Gervonta Davis bulking up, and number two, the fact that almost all of the competition that he had at 135 is gone, and at 140, and to name them specifically, Shakur Stevenson is trying to fight Teofimo Lopez. That fight would be at 140 pounds. You have Lomachenko, who's not available anymore. You have even Keyshawn Davis is moving to 140 pounds. You have pretty much everybody. Devin Haney is gone. He's fighting Brian Norman at 147. So pretty much all of the names and the people of interest that Gervonta would fight are already at 140, like Lamont Roach. Now, Gervonta could say, well, if he wants to rematch Lamont Roach, he could have Lamont Roach come back down to 135 to challenge me at 135. Lamont Roach Sr. said that he would still be open for that, but more than likely, man, I think that at this point, the people that said Gervonta should fight at 140, I think they may be right, provided that he feels that it is a good weight class for him and that he's not giving up too much size to guys. He's already given up a lot of size to guys at 135 pounds, but Gervonta is at the point in his career where he's got 3-4 fights left. So 3-4 fights left. It's not like he can pretty much pick and fight guys that were at 135 at 140 pounds and might not have to necessarily mess with or worry about the guys that are, coming down from 147 pounds to 140. But whatever the case is, I really think that is where Gervonta Davis is going to wind up. And the person that I want to see him fight, and this is just a personal preference because I love the DMV, Baltimore, the DMV area versus Baltimore. Now, I said DMV versus Baltimore because Baltimore, technically speaking, is not in the DMV. The DC, Maryland, Virginia area, that's the area that's in that, I think it's 495 corridor. Regardless, I love it just for the fact that there's that matchup. Gary Antoine Russell is the WBC 140-pound champion. That could be a banger style for Gervonta Davis because Gary Antoine Russell is going to come to fight. He's going to throw shots. Gervonta Davis is going to have opportunities to counter him. It's going to be an exciting fight if he did it. I would love to see him fight Gary Antoine Russell. I wouldn't mind seeing him fight Shakur, Tio, or any of these guys up at 140. Once he's done with the Jake Paul fight, I'm not going to be like everybody else, and I have not been like, I won't say everybody else. A lot of the critics of Gervonta Davis, I don't look at this fight with Jake Paul as if it is some trend for the rest of his career. I don't believe that. There's only one Jake Paul out there in the universe for him to do this with. I don't think he's going to go try to find the next, let me pull out the Wade concept or somebody like that. Let me start fighting. Let me see if I can fight Chris Mannix or somebody. No, I don't think that stuff is going to happen. I think Gervonta is going to come right back, start fighting again with real competition after he gets that check. And once he gets the check from Jake Paul and he gets that exposure from that fight, more exposure from that fight on Netflix, I think that you're going to see the fights that he has with the other fighters become even more valuable. But again, the people that were clamoring for Gervonta to move to 135, move to 140, move to 147 pounds. I think at the end of the day that they're going to get what they want, at least for a fight or two. Because again, there really is not much at all at the 135-pound division. And even within the PBC, I don't think that they really have anybody at 130 or 135 for him to fight. It only makes sense to go to 140. But anyway, that's my take on the matter. Please take it with a grain of salt because, shoot, you don't know what Gervonta is going to do. Please let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, I'm out. Deuces.